What's going on, guys? Dippin Diesel back. I was working on the wheels. I got a pressure washer. Instead of using just a regular hose, it's gonna go by a lot quicker. I just ran out of gas because I decided to wash my truck because it hasn't been washed in quite some time. But I went ahead and hopped in the cab right here because I wanted to try and get my radio working. So I know that the radio turns on, I think, and I can hear some static in the speaker that's in here right now. I think it's like a 6x9 or something. You can see it up underneath. What I want to do is try to see if it's the speaker that's not working or it's the radio that's not working. So what I did was I took one of the speakers, the back speakers, out of my truck, and I'm just going to touch the terminals to the respective terminals right there and see if I get any noise out of it. If I don't, then I'm assuming that that radio is bad, and then I can go ahead and order another radio or whatever to fit right here. If I wanted to go with a newer style radio, I can, you know, take a Dremel and cut out where I need to, or try to find a radio just like this and buy another one and have it just fit up right the way it is. So there's that. That's the receiver. There's the front plate, and got the two wires for the speakers right here. Just gonna touch them to this little speaker and see if we hear any noise. All right, there we go. Speakers or receivers on. Let's go ahead and see if we can get some noise out of this thing. So I don't know if you guys can hear that. It's the same thing that was happening with this speaker. So I may have to take this receiver out and open it up and see if there's anything wrong with it. Yeah, so that's where I'm at right now. If you guys know anything about radios and can tell me if that's the speaker's good, I know that. So I'm guessing it's gonna have to be that receiver that is bad. I'm not sure. Let me know in the comments below. We probably won't be working on it today. I just wanted to give it a shot and see what was up with it. But if you guys know anything about that, let me know in the comments below.
Fucking lift kit for the old Chevy, man. She's a little low. A little low. Sitting low in the front. Fucking cage lights work.
Alright guys, we got the Duramax loaded down with an empty trailer, but we're gonna go pick up something that's gonna be used for a future build. It's kind of gonna be starting from the ground up. So basically, we'll show you guys here in a minute what we're gonna go pick up. But we got Mike here with me, and we got Caleb here with me. The guys' links for their channels will always be linked down below if they're in any of my videos. Go check them out. What we're gonna be picking up today is gonna be used for a future build, ground up, and it's gonna be hopefully a good series. It's just right now what we're picking up is bare bones, and we got a lot of stuff to buy after this. I guess I'll just tell you right now, we're gonna go pick up a frame. So we're gonna go pick up a 3500 frame. It's from a 95 second gen, I think, Dodge. And so the basic idea for this is to get the frame prepped, get ready to paint it. We're gonna try and find some 3/4 ton axles for it, get that all squared away. We're gonna go ahead and look for an old truck cab. We're not gonna look for a newer one. We're gonna try and find, you know, a 50s, maybe early 60s, I don't know. But it's gotta be in the 50s range, and we're gonna build a badass truck out of that frame. We're gonna do a cab swap the cab onto that frame, 4-wheel drive and everything like that. New motor. Probably can get a 12 valve in there because it is a Dodge frame, so we're gonna have a lot of room. I'm not sure how the front of the truck is gonna be with whatever kind of cab we go with. Maybe we'll make a custom front end, I don't know, because you guys know on Caleb's 1951 4BT will fit in there. You can't get nothing bigger than that inside of an old truck like that, so it's going to be a real challenge. But the main thing, I do want to cab swap it. We can worry about the front later. We can build something or leave it open like a rat rod, I don't know. But I think it'll be cool little series, and should be pretty cool. So we're in Dothan right now. We're about 8 minutes away. Hopefully the frame looks good. It's not been in an accident or anything. I'm picking the frame up for free, and it's got a title, so it's kind of a no-brainer. If the frame is messed up at all, I can always, like Mike was saying, you know, sell the title, I guess. No, we can use it for scrap. We can use it to fabricate stuff. It's not a chop shop. But yeah, we're about 8 minutes away. We'll see you there. All right guys, we are back working on the 1965 Dodge D500. The parts came in a little bit late. I'm still waiting on the master cylinder, the clutch cylinder, the water pump, and then a couple other things. I have a couple other boxes coming, but we got the wheel cylinders in right now, all brand new ones. These are AC Delco, and by looking at these, they were the same wheel cylinders on top and bottom. They were just flipped like that to meet the top and bottom. So we got 4 brand new ones. Come with a bleeder. They come with brand new of these. These go inside this wheel cylinder, and then these parts hook onto the brake shoes. So should be pretty easy install. We have to install these. We might have to go to AutoZone or O'Reilly's and get a new brake line, because, follow me, on the bottom wheel cylinder on this side, you can see this old one right here. This line is in pretty bad shape. So once we get it all put together, may have to try to get this off, or just take one of the other wheel cylinders, take it to O'Reilly's and see what fitting size that is, and rebend this line. You can see this line's pretty kinked as well. That could have been me trying to take it off, and it's also pretty clogged up, so that's probably why the brakes weren't working. But we should be all good to go. Got the bearing in there, I got to clean up. And then on this, I just talked to Mike. We don't have to repack these because the oil from the differential goes and oils the bearings and stuff like that. So I got to look up online. I think this gasket that I have is meant for like water pumps. That's what I bought it for. So we might have to go and get an oil gasket that we can cut out and make our own for the seal right here. But other than that, it should be a pretty smooth process. Pretty easy to get these brake shoes in. I just take my tire iron, pry this up, put the new wheel cylinder in. They hook into these right here that I showed you. Pretty simple. And let's go ahead and attach the lines. I already got a new line from before going up top. We might just have to replace this line right there. But without further ado, let's go ahead and install these wheel cylinders. Should be pretty easy. so as you see, it wasn't that hard. My girlfriend, I let her do majority of the work so she can actually learn how to do this type of stuff. But we are headed to O'Reilly's right now. We got to pick up some new brake line, and I brought the new wheel cylinder with me, so that way we can get the right size fittings that's gonna work with the new wheel cylinders. And then I'm gonna rent their flare kit at the store. I'm just gonna do it in the parking lot so I can just return it right away. I'm gonna use that. I gotta buy a new pipe cutter because I don't know what happened to mine. So we're gonna cut and re-flare the new brake line to fit. I got the old brake line right here with me, so I know exactly what size it is, or length of the line it is. It's gonna be 1/4 inch line. I'm not sure, 5/16 fitting maybe, I don't know, but I just need to know the length and how much to bend it. I'm gonna go ahead and buy some longer fittings that fit into the wheel cylinders, because the brake lines that they sell, they got one long one and one short one, and I need both of them to be long for them to fit in the wheel cylinders. And yeah, I can't have a short one or it's not gonna seal up right. So we're just about at O'Reilly's. We'll see you there. All right, just got out of O'Reilly's. I'm borrowing their flare kit, their double flaring kit. I had to leave my license in there so they know I'm gonna bring it back. But I got some brake line. What I was saying is this side, you can tell, is a lot smaller than this side. So this isn't gonna thread nearly as tight as a long one would, and that would create leaks because it's not sealed all the way. So what I did was I bought 2 of these. So once I cut the line, I can take the fitting off, put the new fitting on, and these are longer, just like these are. So I'm gonna go ahead, take the brand new pipe cutter that I had to buy because I lost my other one, slice these off. It's funny, every time I go into this O'Reilly's, all the dudes know me from YouTube. He's like, man, I wish you brought your big truck today. I was like, damn, I'm doing the brakes, I can't. That was pretty funny. All right, so that's off. Nice clean cut. That's what you want. You don't want to cut it with dikes and have the line all messed up. We'll go ahead and take this one off, and we'll go ahead and throw the new one on. But before we do that, we have to measure, try to figure out how long this is. It broke on the other end, but it was another, 3 inches. So I gotta add that to it. I'm just gonna try and bend this out without breaking it, which it probably will break. It won't even bend, actually. So what I'm gonna do is just eyeball it. I can always take slack out by bending it at the truck. However it bends, I can always take slack out. I can't add more. So I wanna cut it a little bit longer than what I think it's gonna be. So with just looking at this, if it was stretched out, I'm guessing it'd probably be somewhere around here. So that's where I'm gonna cut it. All right, got that off. Now we put the new fitting in. Make sure you put it the right way. So we got that new pipe. And then we'll take the flare kit and we'll grab the 1/4 inch bubble flare, tighten it down. You're gonna throw that on there. Grab this. Take that die out after you get done and flare it. All right guys, we are back at the house now. I had to make a couple pit stops at Home Depot, and then I went to Dollar General to get something to eat and drink. But we are back now, and I forgot to mention also what I got at O'Reilly's was some paper gasket, because this is good for sealing oil, coolant, and gasoline. But I have to put a gasket for this seal right there, and it was paper that came off of there, so I'm putting paper back on it. So after we get the gasket made, I'm gonna go ahead and bolt this back up. I'll probably wait to put the tires on, just because I gotta pressure wash all this off. I'm gonna completely degrease it. I'm not gonna paint these like I did the front. It doesn't really matter. You're not gonna be able to see it anyway. But as long as I pressure wash it off, get it all cleaned up, get this all cleaned up, it should look pretty good. Because I bought a new pressure washer, and yeah, it's a gas one. You gotta go with gas, you can't get electric. But yeah, we are pretty much almost in with this side, and then we'll go ahead and hop on this side. It should be fairly simple. I'll have all the parts that I need, so we should be able to get this one done in less than an hour. It's gonna get dark in about an hour and a half or 2 hours. It gets dark really soon. It gets dark at 6 o'clock now, and it's 5, so we have an hour of good sunlight left to get this thing done. Without further ado, without talking some more, let's go ahead and get these brakes finally done. Well, it seems like when you think that something's gonna go by quick, like I figured I'd have this done in, about an hour doing that side and getting this side off and all put back together. It's not that hard to do. It's only hard and takes a long time when things do not want to come off. So I cannot get this axle nut off. Not sure why it's not coming off. All the tabs that are supposed to hold it in place are knocked back. Those tabs aren't making it so that this axle nut can't spin. I don't have an axle nut socket to fit in there. I'm just using, a screwdriver and a hammer. That could be the problem, I don't know. Not sure why it's not coming out, but we probably will not be able to get to this side today because the sun's going down. We've probably got about another 20 minutes of sunlight or daylight. It's kind of already getting dark, but we'll have to tackle this another day. We got some of the wheels already painted. I think you guys saw maybe me cleaning them off. I'm not sure. I didn't really film me spraying them down with some paint. But once we get this side off and all put back together, all done, we can go ahead and spray this down with degreaser, pressure wash it all off, get it all clean. We'll have to clean up this wheel and paint that wheel. I already got 3 wheels painted, ready to go. Yeah, get this all cleaned up, put the wheels back on. The master cylinder and the clutch cylinder should be here maybe Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll be able to actually bleed the brakes and hopefully have brakes on all 4 corners. You guys missed the videos way back when I was doing the front brakes. We got those working, just the backs aren't working. So that's gonna be it for the video, guys. Thank you guys for watching. I'm kind of bummed out that I didn't get this side done today, but it's just that axle nut and I don't have the right tools to get it off. If I had a socket, it would come right off right away. Looking at this side, I think I'm gonna have to take off the axle on that side again and tighten the axle nuts. I don't think I got it as tight as this one looks. You can see there's probably about 4 threads sticking out. I think I only got 2 threads on the other side. We'll have to see if I'm able to spin the wheel and feel if there's any play in those bearings. If there is, I'll take it off, tighten that axle nut down, or the back axle nut down, tighten that one back down, and go from there. So this week should be pretty interesting. We're gonna finally get this truck back on the road. I haven't driven it in about a week and a half. It's been sitting like this, and we'll actually have brakes. We'll actually have a good clutch cylinder that won't leak, because sometimes if I let this sit, it leaks out in the floorboard, and then I go to shift to first or into neutral or whatever, the clutch doesn't work and it doesn't engage the clutch. So yeah, enough blabbering on. Thank you guys for watching. Stay tuned for more videos on this truck. I got some stuff coming for this truck. It's a little minor stuff, and hopefully I got something that will take care of the hard starts. So, catch you guys in the next one. Dippin' Diesel, out.